Hi, I'm Not Yet Dead and welcome back to On the Road. So I've just set up our friend Horst Heimermann with a few pickups and drop-offs. So he's got, he's already picked up one. In fact, I think he might have already picked up two. Looks like it, he's already started. He doesn't hang about, you know. In the time it's taken me to plan the rest of his route, he's already done both of his pickups in Berlin. He's then got a drop-off in Magdeburg. Oh, I missed out Leipzig, he could have gone to Leipzig. But he's got a drop-off and a pickup, and then another drop-off, then a drop-off in Nuremberg, then another pickup in Nuremberg, then another pickup in Nuremberg, and then another pickup in Nuremberg. No, 2 deliveries in Nuremberg. Yes, it's very confusing. And then 2 drop-offs in Munich. So that's going to keep him busy. None of them are particularly high value, but it'll make a bit, you know, there's quite a few, so it'll keep them occupied. We are going to Frankfurt. I have, of course, just come into the game and had to reattach the trailer, so that was lots of fun. Let me just make sure we're all shut up at the back. Piggies are in and all happy. Okay. Let's go. Right, okay, so vehicle start, ignition up. So I'll put my controller down there. I can actually walk with the steering wheel. I hadn't realised that until last week, but I need the pad on the controller to open up the menu, which is a little bit annoying. And a shame, really, because otherwise it'd be quite cool. Right, so we go that. Let's do the tachograph. I want at least one set of lights on. Tachograph. Card in. I haven't got very long left before we have to sleep, thanks to all that. Card in. Right. Change mode. Accept. Driving time 1 hour and 36 minutes. Excellent. Handbrake off. And let's go. So yeah, we've got 3 deliveries of pigs. I don't know how we're going to get on with this today, whether we'll get it all done in one go. I mean, I've done a lot of drop-offs and pickups with piggies, so I'll probably only show that on screen. We'll just focus on the driving and maybe some of the towny stuff. PS5's been upgraded. I mentioned this on a video I recorded the other day, but I won't have put that out by the time this comes out. So apologies for that. I'm starting to find that my method of, oh dear, look, accident. I'm starting to find that my method of recording well in advance starts to get really confusing. I've just put out a video, if you've not watched it yet, go watch it, Ice and Rain on Train Sim World 2, which at the time was the first recording that I did of Train Sim World 2 on the PS5. I've done hundreds since then. It's just, you know, sometimes things take a different priority once I've recorded it. I focused for a long time on the community challenge of UK maps. So I got a lot of those out, and not all of them. I've still got some to put out, but I got a lot of those out while that community challenge was happening. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's red for us too. I was going to say, can I sneak around? But frankly, there's no point. But yeah, so I just put that video out, which is like, oh, okay, I've done loads of PS5 videos since. Are they on a red light? Oh, you are kidding me. I'm not going to risk driving along there. I'm tempted to, but I'm not, because I don't want to get damaged so early on, because I'm bound to get some more at some point. But yeah, so it just means that I get a bit out of sync. Anyway, what I was saying, sorry. New version of PS5 firmware. Software, what are you going to call it? Yeah, we've missed the light. Excellent. But yeah, so I no longer have a counter, which was really useful. It was useful and not useful. It was useful in the sense that I knew how long I'd been recording for a particular section. It was also useful in knowing that I knew it was definitely recording. It was not so useful in that for whatever stupid reason, and they've just changed it wrong. They've done a wrong re-implementation. It would also appear on your screenshots, which was a bit irritating. But frankly, the quality in the screenshots, because it's 4K, is there anyway, so you don't lose anything by zooming in a bit. You do a little bit in FS because it's not playing in 4K, but most of my other games are at 4K and you don't really lose anything. Or you have to remember to take a screenshot when you're not recording. One or the other, right? they've now removed the counter, so the counter fades away. It starts, so you can see that you're recording, but it fades away. I don't like it. That was not. I actually quite liked having a counter at the top of the screen. That didn't bother me at all. When you're recording, it's good to know A, that it is recording, as I said, and B, that you know how long you've recorded for. As I said, what would have been the right implementation is it takes a screenshot not as a shot of your screen, but as a shot of the in-game gameplay without the silly overlay of the thing. And I can't imagine why they can't figure that out, because the PS5 is overlaying that over the top. So surely they could have figured out how to get it to take a screenshot without the overlay of the. It just seems a bit lame. It feels lazy almost. Now, I don't know much about gaming, I don't know much about programming, I don't know much about coding, but I do know a bit about computers, and I cannot see that you wouldn't be able to say, no, you take the screenshot before it goes to the signal to go to the to the screen, and therefore bypass having something overlaid over the top. I don't know. It's a shame, but it's not the end of the world. We'll manage. So, apologies, this might be a bit in and out because this will be the first time. I was talking about it on what I recorded the other day. It's one thing for farming, where I know I'm doing a short burst. It's something else for this. I could, not have a clue how long I've been playing this game and go, oh, is that how long? So I need, what I should do actually is set up a timer on my phone. I'll have to do that. But anyway, enough of that. Yeah, so Frankfurt. We're on the road. Let's see actually, how does it look? It's going to mess up my... How does it look? What are we on? We're on the A3, we're about to get to the A45. We're on the A45 for a really, really, really long time. Actually all the way, oh, then we got the A5 and the 5. A5, 5, I don't know. Okay. So I think we'll get us to the A45. I'll skip a bit and then I'll catch you at the end of the A45 route, if you see what I mean. That's better. Oops, sorry, drifting. And at some point, actually, in the very, very near future, we're going to have to rest up anyway, so to be fair, let's try and figure out where we can do that. Looks like we're coming off here to go to the 45 to go to Frankfurt. So that was actually a bit quicker than I thought. We'll do a couple of minutes on the 45 as well, just to get used to it. I don't know how long I'm going to play this game for, to be honest. Sorry, I'll correct myself. How long I'm going to video this game for. Only because I don't know from a visual perspective, from a viewer's perspective, whether there's that much in it. It's going to start getting a bit repetitive. I mean, I'm enjoying playing it. I quite like just getting in the truck, just doing a bit of driving. It's quite nice, Frankfurt am Main, if you don't know, am is am Main. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much, because unlike a Euro truck or whatever else, we're not going to different countries. We are exploring different parts of the same country, but the visuals aren't quite there for it to be massively varied. And so from a visual perspective, I don't think it's that varied. Obviously, we'll get new trucks. So maybe what I do want to do actually, and I played around with it at the end of the last video, is actually get my own paint job on my vehicles. So that might be something we do, and then I'll get new trucks at some point. I'll get a Scania as well, which would be kind of nice. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'll happily record it. I'm still going to play it, so it'll massively change the way I play it if I'm not recording it. But I will play it. So yeah, let me know what you think. Is this all a two-lane road? I suppose 45 is not a major trunk route, is it really? Right, let's get the old cruise control on, and we're away. I'll try very hard to make this a slightly shorter video than usual. They tend to stay very, very long. Equally, we're trying to get 3 deliveries of pigs done, right? So that could be tricky. But as I say, I won't show the deliveries and drop-offs. A, they take a really long time, I mean, if I can, at each drop-off, I'll get another delivery if it's going to one of my other 2 destinations or my next destination or whatever. Because, you know, makes sense to keep the trailer full, keep that money flowing in. But yeah, because 20 minutes. Oh no, 20 minutes. We haven't seen a thingy. Have we got an easy tank? Oh no, there's no easy tank. Oh, good grief. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to sit on the hard shoulder then, basically, aren't we, and break the law. But yeah. Oh well, I probably should have rested before we started, to be honest. If I'd have realised before I started recording how little time we'd got left, I probably would have just rested straight there and then. Horse doesn't seem to need to rest. It's because he's bionic. So he'll have finished by the time I even. But you know, we could always get him going out from Munich to Stuttgart and back again or something, just to keep him busy. I'll need to pay him today. Quite a nice route though. This actually quite like this road. I'm not sure we've been on it before. Quite like the elevation above the surrounding valleys. It's quite pretty. Ooh, going to three lanes. Exciting. Let's hope there's still a hard shoulder. Let's hope there is a hard shoulder. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna. Yeah, there is. We're all right. Okay, so if I go lights, hazard lights, there we go. Wow, he did some weird sliding-y thing. Can I move over a little bit? How close are we to the edge? Ooh, pretty close. Okay, fine, then let's not do that. Right, dear friends, I will get some rest and I will see you later on. Well, hello. So you'll notice it's a little bit darker. So I slept. I woke up I was about 5 to 1 or something. I can't remember. Anyway, so we're nearly at our turn off actually, just at the bottom of the A45. So looks like we're coming off here to the I say A. I don't know if that's right or not. But anyway, so we're coming off onto the 5. Anyway, the 5, route 5. I don't know which way are we going. This way. Yeah, a little bit of nighttime driving then. So last run straight down into Frankfurt. As you can see, we've only got 56k left. Right, I've got a message. So that looks like, therefore, our good friend Horst Heimermann has finished his first, has done his first drop-off, which actually probably means, I wonder if that means that he rests when I do. I suppose actually in game time, actually resting doesn't take very long, so I guess it probably doesn't make a lot of impact, but yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, so he must be in, where was he going first? Magdeburg, I think. So he's got a drop off and I think a pickup as well in Magdeburg, but I think at the same place. So that's all good. But yeah, so when I get to wherever we're going or at some convenient point, we'll take a quick look. Oh, change lanes, move across. Luckily there was no one around. It's quite nice to be doing a bit of night driving again actually. Of course we did a lot of night driving to start with, because I always seem to sleep during the day and drive through the night, but it's quite nice to be doing a bit of night driving. We haven't had any rain for a while. It just occurred to me, we had quite a lot of rain when we started the game, which was nice, and we haven't had any for a little while, so hopefully we'll get some in the not too distant future. Yeah, so what, just under 50k to go. Now on the 5, so to speak, so so you get 9 hours of driving time, so it's now been just over 2 hours since I slept. Actually, yeah, so actually I'm right, it was just after, just before, just after 1 o'clock when I started driving again, just after, by the look of it. Hang on, no, just before, sorry, can't think straight. Let's put the pedal to the metal a little bit. I've been on cruise control mostly. There were a couple of slightly hairy. It was quite a nice road actually, lots of up and down, lots of twists and turns. It's a good road, so maybe we'll try and do that in daylight at some point. But yeah, I'm just plugging away really. Oh, hang on, what's coming up? I suppose we're going straight on, right? Because I'm pretty sure we're oh, hang on. Two options. Are we coming off here or what? Both say Frankfurt, so that's a bit vague. Oh yeah, looks like we come off here, okay. I suppose there's only 34k left to go. Well, let's move across then. Not that that's immediately apparent that that's what we do. Yeah, look, here we are. Look at the lights, the bright lights of Frankfurt. Here we go. Right, slow down a bit then. Car behind us. I would say, oh, all the exits are all the same, but you know what, actually, in Germany, that's quite typical. Right, we've immediately got a left turn. So this could be a bit slow, but we'll see how we do. We'll do a few minutes. As I say, I'm not gonna bother boring you with me dropping off piggies and picking up piggies and all that. If there are any to pick up, I haven't planned any to pick up, but there might be some I can pick up while I'm there. We shall see, but yeah, towns. I mean, it's nice to see the towns. We've not been to Frankfurt, I don't think yet. We do need to get some routes to go a bit further north, don't we? So maybe we'll get our trailer for our truck, more swap with Horst, and we'll get a run. I haven't been to Berlin yet, so there's quite a lot of places that we've not been to. We've basically been in sort of the bottom left quadrant really of the map and a little bit more because we have been slightly north of middle, but mostly on the left side. So yeah, we need to go across to Berlin. I mean, Nuremberg's on the right, Magdeburg's on the right, but we've then sort of switched across to the left. But yeah, so it'd be good to go to Berlin and then carry on up, which would be kind of fun. So yeah, we'll try and plan that next, shall we? Once we're back in the box truck, but with a trailer on the back. And as I say, I might do some graphics on at least one of the vehicles anyway. We shall see. I don't know if because you have to, it's quite a lot of money, and you do it on the vehicle, but you kind of want it the same across. We're going straight on here, that's a bit confusing. Or look, we just squeeze down the middle, breathe in. Yeah, you kind of want them all the same across all your vehicles, so I don't know if you buy it, it then applies it automatically to all your vehicles, which could frankly explain why it's so expensive, given it cost, I think it's 44,000 euros, pounds, whatever we got, to do that. So I'm not really sure. Ooh, suddenly feel very narrow. Wow, it was me thinking I'd get a good start away. Crikey, they're shifting, aren't they? Look at that. Oh well, there you go. We're turning right, so it's sensible to be in that lane. Very sensible. Ooh, and a long queue to turn right though. Cripes. Clearly we haven't got the speediest getaway in the world, so. Quite nice actually coming through at night. Have I got time to take a picture? Maybe we've got time to take a picture. I don't get the camera controls, they really don't make sense. Not really. Oh no, get in, quick. Why is the handbrake off? Okay, I'm on. Well, that messed up, didn't it? Oh, hey, seriously. Right, now we've definitely got time to take a picture. There we go. Wrong button, beg pardon. Oh, I'd forgotten that was there. So actually, if we do that, that was what confused me last time. Bye. That's a cool picture. All right, I'm ready now. And actually, it's good not to have the on-screen navi on. We don't really need it. Right. Well, it looks like it's going to be a slightly slow trip through Frankfurt. Actually, the slight disadvantage of not having the on-screen navi is I don't know how far we got. We've still got 22 kilometres to go. And frankly, if it's going to be like this all the way, it's going to take a wee while. So, how about I see you again when we're ready to move off and we can do the first bit of exit from Frankfurt together. And by then, we'll have earned some money. So I'll see you then. Right, so here we are on our way out of... It's Frankfurt, right? We're in Frankfurt. I can't remember. Yeah, we're in Frankfurt. Okay, good. That's good to know. Yeah, so I've skipped a little bit. So that took some time. So I have dropped off one lot of pigs and picked up 2 more. So we're trying to keep the truck loaded. No additional stops, just more stuff to load and unload at each stop. Let's keep going, try and get the light, get the light, get the light, yes. I did get 2% of damage because, you know, driving really slowly, I was trying to avoid some vehicles parked on the road and went ever so slightly off the edge of the road, and it was enough to cause 2% damage on the load that I've just dropped off, as well as, of course, all the ones that I already had loaded to carry on to Nuremberg and Munich. So now we're on our way to Nuremberg with, I think I picked up another 2 loads, and I think they're both going to Nuremberg. So if we're at Nuremberg, hopefully we'll be able to pick up at least 1 more load to take to Munich. That would be good. Try and keep the trailer as loaded as we can. But yeah, so now on the 45, and then I think we're going on the 9 something. So again, it's quite another long stretch, but we'll just record a little bit of it just for a few minutes. So let's have a look. Just for a second, have that on. Yeah, 200 kilometers, so we've got a long way to go. And actually only 3 hours and 50 of... God, we're going to need to sleep again. It's the first video I'm going to do, we're going to need to sleep again. Problem, of course, with doing pigs is the amount of time they take to load and unload. And so it doesn't half eat into your time, but I mean otherwise it's been fine. And of course Frankfurt took quite a lot of driving around. It took a lot of driving to get through the city. Actually, we basically drove all the way through the city to get onto the outskirts to go to the farmers cooperative to pick up the pigs, drop off the pigs and pick up the pigs, and then a little bit more on the way out. So yeah, it was quite a slow journey through Frankfurt, but here we are on Route 3, okay, straight onto Nuremberg. So let's put the pedal to the metal and get the old cruise control on, and we'll be good. But yeah, so we'll show you a little bit of this. Sun's coming up, 7:15 in the morning, lovely day again. Sorry, a little bit too close there, but we've managed. Yeah, I mean, not much else happened. So our friend Herr Heimermann has done his first 2 deliveries, I think. I think he's now driving from Nuremberg to Munich, so he's making good time. So he'll be there well in advance of us, because of course we've now got to cut across country to Nuremberg. Whoa, that was an interesting lane change. Oh, hey, steady on. Did you not see I was there before you just decided to randomly pull across? Yeah, those clinking sounds annoy me, and I don't know if that means I've got damage. It doesn't show, but I said that weird thing last time where we suddenly went from having like 3% damage to 12% when I dropped them off, and I don't know what caused it. I say it might have been the reset of the vehicle rather than these sort of tinkling sounds that we get, because it doesn't show as damage. It's a bit weird and not very clear. Not sure why that coach is parked in the hard shoulder there. But yeah, so he's done really well. So I think money's up to now 160 something odd. So definitely should be enough for a trailer and at least 1 lot of branding one of our vehicles. So that's all good. So yeah, by the time we get back, he's finished his last delivery and I've done the next. God, I've got like 4 now already between here and Munich. So I mean, that's going to be well over another 20-30 grand, I reckon. Then yeah, we should have a bit of money to throw about, which would be nice. Need to think about getting another vehicle as well as a trailer for the box truck, so that we can then get another employee, which would be good. Because actually, it really makes a massive difference to the amount of money you need to, that you can generate, having another employee on the road, and also we need to, I need to have a look actually and check the finances and see whether we've paid Horst yet for his first day. I'm assuming we have done by now. In fact, we should have done by now. We should have paid him at least a day by now. So he'll be due another payment later on today because, of course, we've already gone through the night again. I mean, let's face it, by the time I've slept again, so what, 3 hours, so that'll be about 10:30 coming up, and then it'll be time to sleep, another 9 hours, that means it'll be 7 o'clock this evening before I'll be back. Oh, good grief, okay. So it'll be evening time again by the time we get to Munich, and then some, I think. So we're not doing too bad. I mean, we're already down to 175 kilometres left, so we're making good progress. But yeah, it's a long drive to Nuremberg for sure. Let's put the old cruise control on. We'll pick up quite a bit of speed. This is a reasonably gentle turn, so we should be all right. Our well-travelled piggies. They don't move a lot of pigs around the country in Germany, that's for sure. Number of jobs you can pick up constantly. Any one cooperative to go to any number of several cities. I mean, in Frankfurt, I've just picked up 2 lots to go to Nuremberg. So, yeah, very odd, but all good. Oh grief, this is a steep hill. Come on, truck. You can do it. I wonder if the Scania is more powerful. I don't know. I mean, I just randomly picked MEN because I was aware of an issue with the Scania trucks, which apparently you have on these anyway. So even these, if you reset, you still lose your side mirrors. But never mind. Mind you, of course, it will be a bit slow. We're quite heavily laden. I think we're something like 86% of capacity weight-wise. So this is a pretty heavy rig right now. So yeah, I suppose not that surprising. It might be a little bit slow, but anyway, I'll quit wittering away, and I'll check in with you again as we're approaching Nuremberg, because I think we're on this road pretty much all the way in, and I think we must have done some of this road already, because we have been across country from Nuremberg before. I can't remember now. I'm getting confused, but anyway, we'll carry on, and I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Right, so actually not far away. Oh, we're suddenly a lot closer than I thought. I was hoping we'd catch a little bit of this drive. It's been a nice drive, actually. It's a nice road. It's like we're coming off a bit early, so we're actually a lot closer than I thought then. There's not much off once we're off the main road here. There's not a great deal. So we'll be there in a minute. Nuremberg Cooperative. And actually I got it wrong, so we've got 3 deliveries of piggies to do here. I've just had an email notification come up on the display there, so that must mean that our friend Heimerman has finished his jobs. So I don't know if there's something quick and short we can get him to do while we're finishing off. There might be actually. A bit pointless having him sitting around doing nothing, frankly. But yeah, so penultimate stop. So I think we're delivering off 3 lots of piggies here. I did have a quick look just to see if there were any deliveries of piggies from Nuremberg to Munich. At the time, not, sadly. Whether there will be, I don't know. We will find out. Hopefully there will be, because it'd be nice to have some more load in the. I mean, the job to deliver to Munich is a good one, because those poor pigs have been with us for a really long time now, So it's well paid anyway. There you go. Employee has finished his route. Horst is done. So yeah, so while I stop and get the pigs unloaded, which again I'll do off screen, you've seen enough of piggies being unloaded, then I'll have a look and see if there's if there's a job or two that you can quickly do to Stuttgart or something. There might be. I'll take it steady because I don't want any more damage. We've got enough damage already. And we've had a couple of impacts. Not in this last section actually, we've been all good, but of course I did say we'd already lost 2%. We've had a few, that car that decided to basically pull into us as he was pulling across one lane to another, and a couple of other incidents that have involved the smashing sound, which I don't like, I have to say. Perhaps it's just too realistic. But yeah, so kind of hoping not to get any more damage as we swing around. But yeah, anyway, as I said, penultimate stop. Let's get these pigs unloaded, see if there's any more jobs to do, and see if we've got something that Horst can be doing while he waits for us to turn up in Munich. But so yeah, I'll get this done, and I'll see you in a little while. Okay, well it's evening again. I literally parked at 0. It just started beeping at me as I switched the engine off. I tried to park with the steering wheel. It was a bad idea, and from inside the cab, it took me a while to sort it out, but we got there anyway. So 3 lots of piggies delivered to Nuremberg Cooperative, and we picked up another consignment of pigs from Nuremberg to Munich. So we've now got 2 lots of pigs to deliver in Munich. Steady on, we're rolling. Oh, and here comes the rain. All right, I was just saying, it'd be nice to get some rain. There we go. Wipers up. Should be enough for now. Let's see how we go. And Horst is now doing a quick run of a couple of consignments from 2 separate pickup points in Munich to Stuttgart, and then actually thinking about it, what I'll then have to do, come on. Oh, why aren't we going anywhere? Come on. Why aren't we? Okay, that's a bit weird. I can't move. Literally, I am not moving. What's going on? Let's try that again, shall we? Bizarre. Sort of locked us. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. But yeah, so he's now got consignments he's doing to Stuttgart. So as soon as he actually gets to Stuttgart and finishes those, I'll sort out a couple to get him back to Munich. And yeah, it's going well. We are just under 200,000 pounds, euros, I suppose, really. Yeah, so quite happy with that. 200,000 euros. So by the time we've done our deliveries, I think between the two of them, that's another 20,000 or so. It'll be just less. The 2 that I managed to get from where was I? Frankfurt? Yeah, Frankfurt to Nuremberg without any additional damage. So the ones that I picked up in Frankfurt didn't have any damage, which is quite pleasing. Obviously the ones that I'd already picked up previously did, which is a shame. There we go. And we will have some damage on the ones, actually quite a lot of damage, I think, probably in total. I'm getting confused now where we pick stuff up. But yeah, the big journey that we've done that's worth about 17,000 as a contract, we'll get a reduction in that because of damage, but I don't know how much because I can't remember where we picked them up from. It's all getting a bit confusing. And hopefully at least the other one, which is only worth about 3.5 grand, because I mean, Nuremberg to Munich's not very far. Hopefully we'll manage without incident, but we'll see how we get on. It's funny, isn't it? I was saying it'd be nice to have some rain, and we've got some rain. Lovely. But yeah, so we're all slept, all perky, ready to go, and 150 kilometres to Munich. You stay there, Mr. Truck. Sorry, I know I'm sort of sticking out a little bit. But yeah, so we just need to sort out Horst when he stops, when he's done his deliveries. We'll need to get him sorted out with something to get him back to Munich, which is all good. Let's take a nice wide turn so we don't risk getting any damage. No vehicles, luckily, so that's all good. Have we no lights on? Oh yeah, we do. Just not very bright. Yeah, we do. Might need to go up a level, actually, I suppose. I was in the daytime, so we might need an extra level of lights. I'll do that when we get on the road. I'm not going to try and worry about it while I'm negotiating corners and stuff. There we go, that's better. There should be another one, right? Oh no, maybe not. Apparently that is right then, because we don't want them on full beam. So again, I think we had this the last time we drove from Nuremberg to Munich, didn't we? That it said 60. I failed to see why it is, which is a bit annoying because it kind of means we can't use cruise. But I don't see what it would be. I mean, this bit is a bit twisty, so we'll take it a bit steady anyway, especially given the rain. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, so nearly at the end of our has it been 3 days now that we've been out on the road delivering piggies? It's the second video, I think. I'm starting to get confused. Yeah, I think it's the second video. Yeah, it's been a long old journey doing all this, and of course we've hired our first employee in the meantime, who's doing a grand job, and he's still not been paid yet. I'm not really sure why. Unless I need to do that manually. I don't think so. That'd be weird. I haven't seen anything, but I mean, he's definitely been working with us for over 24, unless he got paid. Actually, I haven't checked since I was in my last sleep. Maybe he got paid during the afternoon and I missed it because I was sleeping. We'll check up on that at some point and see, because that does seem a little bit odd. But yeah, this is quite nice, isn't it? A bit of rain. I don't think we need the extra windscreen wipers just yet. I mean, the rain seems heavy, but it's not settling on. So we need to figure out the cheapest vehicle to buy is actually the cab rather than the box truck, and I think we'll get a Scania just for variety. But then of course we'll need a trailer to go with it, and actually that would do us well, because then that means if we've got a box truck with a trailer and another truck, semi-tractor with some sort of container trailer as opposed to the piggy one, then that gives us pretty much the full gamut of most things, and then there's just different variations of trailers. Frankly, I don't see any chance of me doing anything that's got a dolly at the front. The Gigaliner has a dolly at the front of it to all intents and purposes, and I don't see that going at all well. I suppose though I could give it to one of the employees to use. Horst is very experienced, so maybe that'd be something he could take. So it's a possibility actually, but in the meantime we might as well just because we haven't got an articulated container lorry yet, so actually that would kind of make sense anyway, and then we can always work up to the Gigaliner. I don't know how much the container trailer is, so we'll have to look into that as well. But yeah, doing really well. Certainly get our graphics. We need to design our graphics and then put them on at least one of the trucks, and frankly, no disrespect to Horst, but I'm the boss, so if it's going to be me driving the box truck, yeah, next we'll do it on the box truck, shall we? And its trailer, which would be kind of fun. So yeah, we'll take a look at that as well. I may do that off screen, or I might do that as a separate short video or something, I don't know. We'll see. I suppose it would be kind of fun to go through all the options. I might do it as a time lapse, I guess, because it'd be quite short if I did it as a time lapse. We should do that as an extra little thing. Quite twisty, this road. Perhaps that's why it's 60. Kind of fair. So I guess amusingly enough, I could cruise control it at 60, because actually, frankly, at least for this bit, I'm not planning on going any quicker. Yeah. Anyway, I'm whittling away. You see a little bit of this road. Nice trail in the dark, in the rain. Lovely, nice sky, lots of dark cloud, a little bit of presumably moonlight peeping through. little bit of paleness to the clouds, bit of light. 20 past 12 in the morning. But yeah, I'll get a little bit further down the road and see you when we're nearly there. Well, apparently the cruise control seemed to think that we should be doing 80 as well. I hadn't realised quite, again, how close we were to the exit. This is our exit already, and it's actually, we don't need to go through Munich or anything, so it should be a fairly quick ride from here to the cooperative, only 30 kilometres. Sounds like a long way, but I mean, in game, it's not really, you know. Munich West. There we go. Yeah, I put the cruise controller at one point to see what it would do, and it kept going at just under 80 like it usually does. So, yeah, cruise control definitely seemed to think that 60 was a bit unreasonable. Oh, just realised it stopped raining. Still wet everywhere, but it stopped raining, so we can, in a second, when I'm around this bend, switch off the windscreen wipers. Okay. 26 kilometers. I haven't had a notification to say that Horst has finished his. Oh, sorry, running across one. Beg your pardon. Yeah, I haven't heard anything yet to say that Horst has finished his deliveries. So probably means, well, certainly means we'll be in Munich first because we're nearly there anyway. Once from here, I will go back to the depot, and we can sort of have both trucks there starting next time, and maybe with one of them with a new paint job applied. We'll have to talk to the truck paint job people. Yeah, whatever that is. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. We'll see how much we get. You know what? It's probably going to be a few minutes yet, and I'm conscious of video length, which is already. I'd looked to see how much I'd recorded in the last section. It was a heck of a lot more than I thought. But actually, you know what? It's fine. We'll do a bit on the road for a couple of minutes just while we get there, and then once we're there, I'll skip a bit while I'm parking and starting to unload the pigs and stuff, and then we can catch up right at the end when we can see how we got on. There we go. You know what, this looks very much like a Munich exit. Driven in Munich. Or at least a near Munich exit anyway. Looks rather like the exit that I used to take off just outside Munich. It's just outside, it was about an hour away, but in terms of the game, that's actually pretty close. Okay. Ooh, so it looks like, okay, we need to be in the left lane at the lights, which of course have just gone red, to allow those going back on the motorway to go in the filter. Handbrake on. There's the bus. And yeah, just up over on the left. So actually, rather than sitting here waiting, I'll leave you, and I'll see you a bit later on. There we go. Last of the piggies. There's always two left in the truck for some reason. No damage on those ones. So that was the previous one. Oh, sorry, that was the one that I just picked up from Nuremberg. That's 3,730. Oh no, now it has magically emptied. Interesting. I'm going to close it just because I should. I've had a thought actually. I'm not going to bother taking this back to the depot because frankly, the first thing that will need to happen is it will need to come here to pick up more pigs. So taking it to the depot seems really pointless. But yeah, so we'll just jump in the cab a minute. I can't believe we've gone through a whole game day, and a bit more actually, and a bit more. But yeah, so let's just take a look. So Horst has finished his 2 deliveries in Stuttgart, and I've now got him picking up. He's picking up some pallets, or he has picked up some pallets actually, because he got them from Bruto where he was, and he's taken them to Innovations in Munich, which is not that far from base, so that's okay. And I've opened up another slot for another employee, so we could hire another employee, but of course we don't have another truck. That said, we now do have 231,000. By the time horse finished, it'll be 235,000 liquidity. So I think we could buy this one. We could have one of these. We could have that one or that one, but that one's got a dolly at the front, and I just it'd be bad enough doing this. So let's have one of them. And Delivered City Munich, yes, thank you. And we could also then. How does that leave our finances? 216. Yes, that's right. Oh yeah, plenty. Okay, so we could then buy a new truck, and I think we'll get the Scania. That'll give us, yeah. By the way, we haven't paid Horst yet, and I'm not sure why. Thank you very much. So, and then we want a new trailer to go with it. Sorry, wrong one. For which we will get. So you've got the Gigaliner, but the Gigaliner's got a dolly at the front, and I just no. So we'll get a semi-trailer, and we'll buy that. Okay, so no space to buy that yet. Fine, okay, so I'll sort that out. So that'll be here at the, hang on, where is it? Can I zoom in? Yeah, the truck service place is where you get your stuff, right? So actually, while I'm there, I might as well pick up some stuff to do, right? And I'm assuming that's where both the trailer and the tractor are. But anyway, but yeah, so, okay, fine. So I'll sort that out. And we might also do a little bit of paint work. So I'll say I might do that as a separate thing. So we'll look at the rigid box, customize it, go get its trailer, but I'm assuming I need to do them separately. So yeah, I'll sort that out anyway. And there we go. But already the money's dropped back down to 96,000, but we've got enough to do at least, actually potentially 2 lots of painting. So if I do the box truck and then I might do the trailer to go with it, that'd be quite cool. And then we can gradually build up to get paint on the others. And I'll need a new employee, so I'll get all that sorted out. It's all very complicated, but loads of fun. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to go. It's definitely time for a bit of a proper rest. And yeah, it's been covered a lot in one episode. A lot of distance, a lot of time. But I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, likes and subscriptions, very much appreciated. And I'll see you next time when we'll be back on the road. Sorry, I had to say it. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. And I'll see you then. Bye for now.